There is a silent mistake many men make without realizing it. It doesn't look like weakness at first. It often looks like commitment, reliability, being a good man. He shows up early, replies fast, makes himself available, adjusts his schedule, explains himself clearly, and slowly, something changes. People begin to take him for granted. His presence feels lighter. His words carry less weight. His effort is expected, not appreciated. Not because he did anything wrong, but because of how the human mind assigns value. The brain does not value what is guaranteed. Human psychology follows a simple rule. The mind values what feels selective, limited, or earned. This is called scarcity bias. It's why rare items feel expensive, limited opportunities feel important, and constant access feels ordinary. This applies to attention and time just as much as it applies to objects. When a man is always available, his availability becomes invisible, not consciously, automatically. Availability sends a message, even when you don't mean it to. Every behavior communicates something. When a man is always accessible, always agreeable, always present, the mind interprets it as his time is flexible. He will adapt to others. Access to him has no cost. Even if he is confident, even if he has standards internally, even if he believes he is acting from strength, the behavior overrides the intention. Respect is not about how good you are. It's about what your behavior teaches others to expect. Respect grows from boundaries, not effort. This is where many men get confused. They believe respect comes from trying harder, giving more, being more available, proving consistency. But psychologically, respect forms from contrast. The mind asks unconsciously, is this person selective? Does their time have limits? Is access to them earned or automatic? Without boundaries, effort loses meaning. Predictability kills perceived value. Consistency is good. Predictability without boundaries is not. When people know you will always be there, always respond, always adjust, they stop registering your presence as significant. You become reliable, but not prioritized. Present, but not deeply valued. This is not cruelty. It's human psychology. This is where good men lose leverage. Not because they are weak, but because they are too available without structure. And the mind doesn't reward unlimited access. It devalues it. Here's what most men never learn. Being available is not the same as being present. Availability is about access. Presence is about impact. A man can be constantly available and still feel invisible. Another can be rarely available and deeply felt. The difference is not attitude, it's psychology. Emotional access carries more weight than physical access. When a man gives unlimited emotional access, always listening, always reassuring, always explaining, he removes tension from the dynamic. And tension is not bad. Tension is what creates attention. The mind pays attention to what it might lose. Over-explaining lowers perceived authority. One of the fastest ways men lose respect is through excessive explanation. Not communication, explanation. When a man constantly justifies his decisions, his boundaries, his absence, he sends a subtle signal. I need you to approve this. The mind registers that signal instantly. Authority does not come from explanation, it comes from clarity and calm certainty. Availability trains expectation. People don't disrespect men overnight. They are trained. Every time a man cancels his priorities, explains, instead of standing firm, makes himself endlessly accessible. He teaches others how to treat him, not verbally, behaviorally. The mind adapts to patterns. Scarcity is not distance, it's direction. Let's correct a dangerous misunderstanding. Scarcity does not mean ignoring people, acting cold. Withholding affection, playing power games, true scarcity comes from direction. A man with purpose has commitments, has structure, has non-negotiables, has limits on his time. His absence is not manipulation. It's a byproduct of a full life. When a man has direction, his presence feels earned. Now something changes. His attention feels intentional. His time feels valuable. His words land heavier, not because he demanded respect, but because the mind assigns it naturally. This is where respect is rebuilt. Not by withdrawing emotionally, not by becoming unavailable, but by becoming selective. Selective with time, energy, emotional labor, attention. This is where presence replaces availability. Here is the final truth most men need to hear. Respect does not return when you ask for it. It returns when your behavior changes. Not aggressively, not emotionally, quietly. The power of selective engagement. When a man stops explaining everything, stops being instantly available, and stops centering others above his direction, something subtle happens. People begin to pay closer attention, take his words more seriously, adjust their behavior toward him. Not because he demanded it, but because the pattern changed. Silence is not weakness, it's regulation. Many men fear silence because they confuse it with avoidance. But psychologically, silence communicates. Emotional control, self-trust, non-reactivity. The mind respects what doesn't chase validation. Boundaries restore balance. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They tell the world, this is where I end and you begin. Men who lack boundaries leak energy. Men with boundaries preserve authority. Respect is a byproduct of self-respect. Here's the deepest layer. People don't respect men who sacrifice themselves for approval. They respect men who value their time, honor their priorities, move with purpose, don't over-justify their existence. This isn't arrogance, it's alignment. The man who is no longer always available becomes unforgettable. Because now, his yes means something. His presence is felt. His absence creates contrast. His life has weight, and the human mind responds to weight. Final takeaway. If you remember one thing, remember this. You don't lose respect by being good. You lose respect by being endlessly available without boundaries. Choose direction over access, presence over availability, self-respect over approval, and respect will follow naturally. Follow Masculine Mind Lab for more clarity.